you are now about to witness the awesome, the crushing might of the Eugene S. Robinson. Oh, wait a minute. Where is he? Show Stomper! Welcome, my friends, to a show that seemingly never ends. This is version 3. Oh! 5 of the Eugene S. Robinson Show Stomper. Mr. Ears has come and put me for a loss. I thought, I'm going to lose this single? No, not me. I guess you. You're in a tunnel. It's all right. Hang in there. This is version 305 of the Eugene S. Robinson Show. I'm your host, Eugene S. Robinson. Sing us in like he has every single week since 2007 is Bob Riley from Stigmata. That's who you're hearing right now. Off the record, The Calling of the Just, still available from Revelation Records in Huntington Beach, California, where they hit your car with a hammer, shoot you to death in a nightclub, and run your mayor pro tem out of town to run a substandard restaurant in Central Florida. We got a lot to get into today. The fights, which I broke down and watched. Yeah. But first, let's let Bob sing us in immortal words that start the show forever. Listen well.
I'm on my way back nowhere. I took my time with
But I could not see so clear, but I'm taking a real good look at you. I'm taking a real good look at your face. So be in payback and for always nothing. All right, my friend. Well, not open. This is 305. I remembered the show. I haven't seen the Bob Marley movie. Okay. Okay. But we got a lot to talk about today. So let's get to it. Commercial-wise, you heard about last week where I had to delay paying June the money because I did have it. Oh, I need this money on the 1st. Well, I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a podcast today. Did not have it, and now I have it. Of course, now that I have it, now I'm getting I got letters here. Fan mail from Flounder. Please take action to address the situation. I'm not saying you got to give me money, but I am saying that if you're watching now, you're watching for free. Let's not let that be an affectation. You do know that you could sponsor the show, a little $5 here or there. You know, you can help out. The Eugene S. Robinson Show Stomper Substack is how you help out, pay, donate. You know, it'd be nice. You don't have to do it forever. I have to do it forever. But you know, I got to pay June once a month. So help out here. This is version 305 of the Eugene S. Robinson Show Stomper. And let's go back a little bit in time. And look, the commercials are over. I spent 30 seconds. Don't worry about it. Let's go back a little bit in time. And what if you read the show, if you read the other Substack, the Look What You Made Me Do, the Eugene S. Robinson Substack, you know, you know that I'm obsessed this whole week in its entirety with a look on Anthony Joshua's face. Now, for those of you who don't box or haven't stepped in the squared circle, who have never gotten to a wrestling mat or have, one-on-one competition, team competition doesn't count because while your agita is specific and personal, in general, it's collectivized. You step on that mat, you step in the cage or the ring, it's you. And so I'm barely paying attention. I'm barely paying attention to all of it, right? because I'm in that frame of mind. I got other things to think about. I got, Boone Wells got a new bass player. I gotta get tours scheduled. I got a Substack event. Apparently, I'm one of the Substack best sellers. So they've invited me to an event on the 19th. It's free food. So I'm gonna show up and then borrow money from people. Hey, I need to get a sandwich. You got a $5? And then never pay them back. That's gonna be they'll never invite me to another. In any case, that's not the point. The point is this week was proceeding a pace. I got the piece, all the normal things I talked about. If you watched If the Shoes Fit on Tuesday, that's what occupied this week. But then I saw something. I said, I told somebody, I'm going to watch the fight. I didn't watch the fight. The Francis Ngannou, Anthony Joshua fight. I watched the fight. I forgot about it in total. That's how hectic the week has been until I start reading the reports. But that is neither here nor there. What I did see going into Friday's fight was Wednesday. A look, they have to stare down the weigh-in thing. But then what I saw post-fight, which was some pre-fight stuff, was Anthony Joshua's face right before. I've watched the entire fight at this point. Watch his face before the fight begins. So watch his face. And there's an interesting look on his face. It is fear. And if those of you who have never done this, you're like, what's that guy got to be? He's one of the biggest badasses around. What's he got to be afraid of? Do you know somebody did an analysis of the physics behind boxing and brain damage? Most professional boxers are able to cause brain damage in the average person in no time at all. One strike. In fact, if you live in the San Francisco Bay Area, you notably, Mr. 187, who had been head of the Hells Angels security detail in San Jose, Steve Tossin, a known associate of mine before he was shot at a Hells Angels funeral, killed 2 guys. He was bouncing at the Pink Pussycat. He was a semi-pro boxer. These guys got out of hand. He stepped into the alley. They assaulted him, and he defended himself. Okay. Yeah, he walked before he was shot. But and I've been obsessed with that this week as well. I can't really ask this question too widely, but are there gay Hells Angels? Given the distribution and the number, there got to be gay Hells Angels. Hells Angels will never talk to the press. And if you were to get an interview with a Hells Angel and you were to ask this, you might be in line for an ass whipping. But in terms of distribution, there have got to be gay Hells Angels. And not only that, they got to be the toughest fucking Hells Angels toughest of the tough. Because I don't know what happens if you get discovered being a gay Hells Angels, or I don't even know, given how man-directed the entire organization is anyway, I don't even know if you would be found out. You're just really into your bike. Don't have time for old ladies. Leave them be. Let them be. I think since all of it came from the military, it's maybe don't ask, don't tell. But it's just something to think about. Gay Hells Angels. I've said it twice on this show. I will not say it again. I'm sitting right now literally half a mile from their headquarters here. So I'm not being loose-lipped about it. Just wondering. In any case, I saw this fear in his eyes. Now, the average person, look, Steve Dawson was a semi-pro boxer. I don't know what that means, semi-pro in terms of boxing, but it was a buddy of mine sparred with him. And it took him 10 months for his vision to come back to normal. So you can get hit hard enough by these guys. How is it that these guys are afraid? Well, it depends on, listen, if anybody's going to start a fight with you, it's under very specific circumstances. If you read the fight book, you know exactly what I mean. If you're in a hurry as a man, if you're a cisgendered man, if you're in a hurry and you're dressed nicely and you're in a couple, you are primed to be fucked with. Because you're in a hurry, so that means you're not going to take the time. You're dressed nicely so that you're not inclined to be dressed anything less than nicely, and you're with a woman, a date. You don't want to imperil her. Which means that, you know, prime, if somebody's going to fuck with you, that's who's fucking with you. All right? Those are the circumstances under which people are going to fuck with you. I don't know how I got down that alley, but I'll make it up to you. So those are the circumstances under which people are prone to fuck with you. Any one of those changes and the likelihood of sorry, I'm dying here on air. The likelihood of being messed with, very low, very low. But fear is an interesting thing. There's also some measure of this. I've been, if you read the fight book, you know I was in that situation. They got my ear torn open. I was in that situation where I thought I had these guys, where the fear gyre rocked back and forth. See you next week. Look what you made me do! I'm dying.